Greetings and salutations, friends. My name is, of course, Charles Q. Banks, and I'd like to welcome you back to Bloodborne. And, you may see a difference in the number of blood echoes up at the top right. The reason for that is because after I died, I decided it would be probably best to come back here on my own, to not have to drag you through the mud with me in trying to get all the way back here to where I was, where I died and hilariously fell off of this thing. So we're back to where we were, and I killed these guys. It was fairly easy once I knew they were there. And this bridge is now purged of all of the enemies that were on it. Usually I think you were supposed to take the ladder down here, which we passed in order to get to the pig thing, the mutated monster. And so instead I went the opposite direction and just, got shoved off of the ceiling, off of the roof of that area by that stupid shield monster. But in here we see there is the elevator. But it was not available before, now it is. You can see I've been through a lot. Good old-fashioned elevators made fully of metal. Not that the new ones aren't, but, So I'm gonna go back to the Hunter's Dream, get rid of these guys. And also, now that I went that way, through the elevator, I'm able to go down it whenever I want. Stay away from me, you don't know what you're doing. Have any idea who I am. I am Sherloque. I guess you do kind of know who I am. You seemed rather well prepared. Just getting the extra blood echoes. That's all I'm doing. There's kind of a hilarious glitch that I experienced, and I wish it were on the recording, the wrong way, that I was fighting the giant as well as the shield monster, what I call the shield man, shield monster, and the giant kind of hurt himself in putting the giant boulder on fire that he was throwing down, and so he only had like 1 health point left. So I was, trying to get out of the way of the shield monster and just shoot down the giant. And so I did so, but when I shot him, he basically just shot across the room himself and died in a corner. He teleported and died, and that was hilarious. I'm sure it's hilarious to you, too. You just had to have been there. Why are you not awake? There's something I must do in order to awaken you, but I'm not sure what it is yet. As you can see, there is now a new messenger in the bathtub. And he is offering me some kind of spirits, or a bottle of some kind. The other is just slowly, not apologizing, applauding. The slow clap, yeah, there it is. So, let's see what we can purchase now that we have the Saw Hunter's badge. Oh, we can buy the weapons. That's awesome. I don't know if I want to. The Hunter Axe is probably the main one that I would want right now. I don't want the Hunter Pistol. It does quite a bit more damage, but once again, it's only 70 in, contrast to the 98 and 90s amount of damage that regular weapons do. And a lot of enemies are actually immune to the blood-tinged bullets. So, I think I'm going to get a Hunter Axe, unless there's some more clothing for me to buy, which there, of course, is not. So, buy a few throwing knives. Nah, I think I'm fine. So, Hunter Axe it is. I just want to show you guys most of the weapons. The Saw Cleaver is basically the same as the Saw Spear, so I'm just going to keep the Saw Spear. I'm going to exchange the Threaded Cane, though I love it, with the Hunter Axe. which does a lot more damage. Like, the most damage out of these weapons. While I don't like the look of it, I do like axes in general. It is pretty cool when you do this. It's just awesome, and you can do this amazing pirouette of death. It's excellent and elegant in every way. So, sorry if I say so a lot. Can you use this? Fortify weapons. Yes. Excellent. Fortify weapons using bloodstones. This is what I want. I don't want to upgrade the threaded cane any, because that is the cheapest, I mean, not cheapest, the least powerful weapon in the game, and I want to take the most powerful base weapon damage and increase that out the wazoo. So, gonna upgrade the Saw Spear and Hunter Axe. How many shards do I have? 13, that's quite a bit. I don't know if I need to upgrade the Hunter Blunderbuss. I may need to later, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll upgrade this bad boy. Upgrade this bad boy or girl. And I guess that's it. That's it? Wow, that took a lot of bloodstone shards. But they're roughly upgraded to a similar damage point, so either one will be doing a fair amount of damage now. Repair weapons, no items to repair, other than the threaded cane, which I'm not going to be using, though I love it, and I lament that I won't be using it. It is not practical at this time, so I am reticent to use it. It's a very nice place, very nicely laid out. That's quite a lot of work that went into the decoration of this place, and so I'm gonna stop just geeking out over that and go back to Central Yharnam again. This time we are going to the bridge. Oh yeah, the Hunter's Mark. Dangling upside-down rune etched into one's mind, symbol of a hunter. By focusing one's thoughts on this rune, a hunter loses all blood echoes and returns to the hunter's dream. We do have a bold Hunter's Mark, which does the same thing without getting rid of the blood echoes, which is very convenient. And I forgot to use those. Could have done so at any time, but we don't need to do that right now, since we are going to the Great Bridge. Yeah, that's a bit more damage than usual. That guy usually would have taken like 4 or more attacks to kill him outright. This guy... I'm not going to run past many of the enemies because they tend to follow you very well. Collect their belongings. I probably should have, updated the amount of Molotov cocktails in my storage so that I could have come at any boss battle. Oh yeah, I forgot about the the axe. It's a little scary to use because it's very slow. It's like, I feel very open to attack right now. But, just look at that. Just one hit kill. Not going to deal with those guys. I want to, though. I want to kill them. I want to kill you. Let's see if I have better armor against them. Blunt thrust, blood defense. Yeah, I think this is what I need to do to make sure that my blood defense is way up there. Let's see if I can't knock these guys out with this. Dang it! You're not off to a good start. There we go. Man, this is a difficult weapon to use against multiple enemies. Oh my word! Well, I did the best I could with what I had. Maybe not the best. So, sorry about that. We'll have to come back to that again. Jeepers. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those papers? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Where'd you get those eyes? Yeah, I know where I'm going. That was a bad move on my part. I really need stamina upgrades, so we're gonna get out of the way. I also always think that my attacks will go further than they do. That was ironic. Somebody said I must live right before I destroyed him. Just moving right along, see if they come out of the darkness to kill me. Ugh. Yep. Good. Toast. He's toast, and you're toast. Everyone's toast. Get out of my way. I'm not fighting you again. Well, wait. Do they have my blood echoes? Yes, he surely does. You. You. Get over here, you. I'm gonna try to make sure to only get that one wolf to follow me. This is gonna be difficult. Come on. Whoa. I think that definitely works. Yeah! Extra fall damage. Yes! That's the way to kill a wolf. Uh-oh. Blood echoes retrieved. Oh, that was frightening. He kept moving well after I killed him. But now that other wolf is aware of my presence, and I am not too keen on people being aware of my presence. I'm kind of an introvert. That's something you should know.
This is a nice show.
These guys are very British sounding. Oh, there he is. Hi! Hi! You saying hi? You have a very nice voice. Yeah. It all works out in the end. Oh. I'm very sad that that doesn't do more damage. Yes! That's the way to do it. I've figured it out now. That's a gilded coffin sitting right out in the open. I guess nobody cares about gold or silver in this world, now that everything is about blood. I'm really getting rid of my, bullets fast. Okay, I know exactly what to do in this circumstance. Oh, dang it. Yeah! Oh, that felt really good. Dang it. See how he kind of teleports? That's exactly what happened on the other bridge. This is the main bridge. We're going to Eastern Yarnum, to the Cathedral Ward. That's where we need to go next. And here is the Arc de Triomphe, which is kind of misplaced here in this more westerly European area. Of course, it may not be Western European, but there's a lot of, you know, interplay between West European and East European, Mid-European. Especially since they're going for a Victorian-era thing. And so there are a lot of statues that are kind of Italian in nature. Oh, there he is. There's the Cleric Beast, my boy. I wondered when I was going to meet you again. Okay, this fight. Alright, let's get it on. Oh, that was perfect. Ugh. Dang it. You can stun this guy. Ugh. It's hard for me to tell his tells. His tells are hard to tell. In this situation, I must be the best teller I can be. Also, a cool little thing about this game is, oh dear. Berserkin. Aha! Got him, stunned him. Right in his dear face. Your dear little face. Aha! He's getting some dark energies. Calling out to his demon brethren, I'm sure. They will not help you against the fires of justice. Prey slaughtered. Sword Hunter badge. We have been victorious. Huzzah! Oh, I love these things. Goodbye, Cleric Beast. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. Here's someone who died very early on, probably, to the Cleric Beast. Oops. I was just trying to celebrate with this, you know, lantern holder. But, I'm afraid they can't. Quicksilver bullets. Needed those. Wondrous madness. I guess. See, this door should be unlockable, but it isn't. It's something that I have seen about this game. Like, this should also be open. Should be able to get through there somehow, but you can't in this game. This bridge leads up to this place, and you have to teleport out, which makes no sense since there are physical signs that you can get through there to an existing path in the game. But those doors are sealed shut for whatever reason, on purpose by the developers. There's a lot in this game that was not left in that people are now finding out, like deleted scenes, deleted areas. Oh, she's up. That were not left in the game, but people are finding now. And that may just have been due to technological constraints, memory and data constraints. Consume insight and ring the beckoning bell to enlist the cooperation of hunters from other worlds. Okay, I don't think I'll ever do that. Silencing blank and such forms of cooperation. Yeah, so this game came out the year after Dark Souls 2. And I think it was pretty rushed. They took a lot of the same, not a whole lot, but a lot of the same assets from Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1, mainly the engine, and created this game out of it. But sometimes the narrative suffers, and some of those paths suffer, not being there because of those constraints. So, just saying. Let's meet this undead, creature.
Hello, good hunter.
Hello.
I am a doll.
I
Here in this dream to look after you.
can see that. You're very tall.
Honorable hunter. Pursue the echoes of blood,
That's what I've been doing.
and I will channel them into your strength.
Oh.
You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you.
Well, that's rather nice of you.
Embolden your sickly spirit.
That's rather emboldening. Very edifying. Use blood echoes to raise stats and level up.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength.
My strength.
Let
you
me
sound
stand
German?
close. Now shut your eyes.
Okay, so here we go. This is it. This is the game. Most of the game is spent in these menus right here. I mean, not really. That's an overstatement, an oversimplification. But I spend a lot of time in here because, like, these stats, I tend to play RPGs according to the stats. You can play this game without leveling anything up and defeat it pretty well. Maybe not easily, but you can very well do it. I've never done that, and I will never do that. Turning up endurance, and I don't know if we need skill a whole lot. Strength is very important, as well as vitality. So, turn that up one more time, turn that up one more time. That's what we need. Thank you!
Did you speak with Gehrman?
No. I mean, only
He
once.
was a hunter long, long ago, but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose.
Such is his purpose.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Thank you. I think I will. That's a cautionary tale about being too into video games. It is a warning to all those who would spend way too much time playing video games and not spend any in the real world. I think that the idea is, this is your nightmare. You're going into a nightmare of your own creation, and everything that happens here is just in the game world. So whenever you leave, you're waking up in the real world. But there is the idea that there is a separate real world from the game world in the game. So, like, there's the Hunter's Dream, which we are in right now, which really harkens back to a couple of areas in the original Dark Souls series and in Demon Souls. I can't remember the name of it, but the Lost Forest or whatever, I can't think of what it's called. But just look at that. Like, what are these pillars? Very interesting. It does make you think kind of the beginning of Dark Souls, where everything was dark. And there's a lot to be understood of that. I look so cool. Can only see out of one eye, but maybe I'm blind in the other. And I have a nice little brooch of my own around my neck. A scarf. Looking good. No tie, which is rather unpleasant to me, who am myself kind of a dandy, modern-day dandy dude. But what else do you have for me? Consume insight and ring the old hunter bell to enlist the cooperation of old hunters. Of course. You already told me about that. What do you have to say? Fear a wheelchair. It's probably good advice. But I do have some more of these. Cold Blood Dew. There we go. 1, 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi. Now I really need Molotov cocktails. I'm amazed I didn't die to the Cleric Beast. I usually do. Boop. Take all. Good. Good, good. That's not a whole lot of blood echoes. Only 1,600. But I have more. What is the difference between cold blood dew and thick cold blood? A thick droplet of cold blood containing blood echoes, used to gain a larger amount of blood echoes. A strong will produces thick blood, doubtless the product of obsession, a potent source of human strength. Human strength. That's interesting. Interesting wording. Let's see if there's anything more I can do here. No? No? Buy with insight. I have 2. I'm not sure. I have 4 insight. I wasn't aware. Oh, every time you defeat a boss, you gain insight. I don't need those, really. And there's nothing else I can buy with them, so that's good enough for me. Just knocking down books all the time. I wish you could figure out what the books actually said. There's one book in particular that you can actually read the title of. You can zoom in and find, but I've never found it myself. Look at that. Look at all these details. There's certain weapons in here that kind of speak of the other games in the series as well. And I love those theories. Talked about Vati Vidya a little bit, just referenced him, but I really do recommend his videos on YouTube. Just look up Vati Vidya Bloodborne, and you will get a pretty thorough, well, not super thorough, but a pretty good understanding of the world of Bloodborne. Okay, 1,500, that works.
Welcome. What is
Welcome
it you
home.
desire?
Yeah, I just saw you just a minute ago, but thanks for the welcome
Very
anyway.
well. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
This is a very intimate exchange, I guess. Maybe I can do 2 more? Probably only 1. Yeah, only 1. Here. I don't know. That'll only cause physical defense to rise. This will cause physical defense, slow poison, and rapid poison resistance to rise. That's very helpful. This will cause right and left hand weapons to rise. That's good. Skill would increase once. Blood tinge would increase a couple times for physical defense. Arcane would increase discovery rate. That's interesting. Discovery rate is up when your arcane status is up. If you're really into magic, you'll find a whole lot more treasure than otherwise. Interesting. But I think endurance is the most important right now, so we'll do that.
Farewell, may you
Bye-bye! Don't have to say that every time. A few more Molotovs. There. Those are very expensive here. I found them on dead rats. For free. In the world. Now they're $100 here. 100 blood echoes. That's fine. Let's get going. Let's get out of here. This is too calming. I need to go find some crazy madmen to murder. Hand lantern. Small portable lantern. This hunting accessory provides light while leaving both hands free to hold weapons. The torch, however, provides a stronger source of light. Shining coins. Various coins that are particularly luminous. There are very few uses for spare change during the hunt, but these will serve as guides through the darkness. Or one could save them until morning, if it ever comes. Yeah, that's how they view money on this night, this world. Just as something to light your way in the darkness. Basically like breadcrumbs. Man, I love this game. Anyway, that's all the time I think I have for today. I defeated the Cleric Beast. So, thanks for watching. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.